If 4 out of 5 people suffer from diarrhea,
Ew.
does that mean one enjoys it? It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
That's the dumbest
Gross.
thing, dude.
Who knows what goes on in
Dad
other people's heads, but
One guy's just, wee!
Yeah.
and that's what this segment is for. What's on your mind, where we learn what has been going on inside of people's brains. Starting with Brooke. Brooke, what's on your mind?
There's a new thing happening in my house, and I'm not a fan at all.
A new
so
phase?
Whose fault is it?
here's the thing. I know you guys make fun, but I really do love my husband.
Yeah.
It turns out I love him more in the afternoon than I do the morning.
Oh,
Because
it's conditional love based on time.
No, because he's started waking up at the same time as me. For the
Okay.
last 13, 15 years, however long we've been together, I have my mornings.
Yeah,
right?
you are the morning.
Nobody wakes up when I
Yeah.
do. I have a quiet, restful, lovely
Yeah.
start to my day.
That's because we're always up before the morning commute. We're like
And-
early.
Now he's getting up with me. He's
Oh.
in the bathroom and I'm in the bathroom.
Oh,
okay,
no.
we don't
That is so
have
annoying.
dual sinks. We got to share. We're spitting
Oh,
over each
no.
other.
Why is he waking up early?
He thinks that maybe he could be more productive.
No,
And I'm
so there's
telling
not
you,
even
no.
like,
Then-
it's not like a new thing, a new job he has or
no.
something. What?
Then he's coming down to the kitchen at the same time I am. I'm trying to make my coffee and my little breakfast. I do a little English muffin with peanut butter. He is somehow standing in front of every cupboard that I need to open.
Oh.
I'm annoyed for you.
How dare he
See
want to
this?
eat and drink, too?
Yeah.
And then he wants to tell jokes, Jeff.
No.
Oh,
Listen.
it's too early for
Humor?
you.
There's no room
Two-
for that in the Fox house.
Early.
I know
So
what you mean. That'd be
Okay.
like you wanted to drive you to work. Like for me, I like my drive to work. It's my alone. It's peace and quiet.
I don't know if I need to start changing his alarm clock
Yes.
without him knowing
Yeah,
it.
you
Or
do.
if there's another sneaky way that's even better to keep him in bed till 6:30 like a normal person.
You gotta give him
all
get
I
him
want.
addicted to like a show or
Oh,
something.
put some NyQuil in his coffee.
Okay, don't drug him.
Duct tape is always an option, Brooke.
So if I'm a little off, I'm just gonna tell you that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Next thing you
hard.
know, he's going to want to celebrate your anniversary at the same time as you. What a jerk.
Obviously do that on different days.
Jose,
Yeah.
what's been on your mind?
Well, there's this one girl who's been hitting me up on Snapchat for years, right? Just normal convo,
Yeah.
fan, right? And one day recently, she's like, "Hey, we should hang out." So I'm like, "All right, we've been talking long enough. That's cool." So
Yeah.
she comes over to my place. We're eating food.
It actually happened.
Yeah, and then she tells me, she goes, "Hey, do you know this person from your stream, from the Giggle Gang, by the way, at Hilarious Jose,
Oh,
Twitch,
okay.
Kick, everything."
Right.
She goes, "Do you know this?" And it's username, so you wouldn't be Brooke Fox. You'd be like, "Do you know this guy
Yeah.
named
Lily Pad 62.
There you go. We'll go
Sure.
with Lily Pad." And I go, "Oh, yeah, I know Lily Pad." And she's like, "Oh, my God, that's my son." And I go,
What?
"Oh,
Wait.
that's so cool." And she
It
goes,
just got weird.
Did you know that she had a son?
"I knew she had kids.
But did you know he's in your stream?
I didn't know they were old enough to be in the stream." So these are the older kids. She goes, "Actually, they're twins." And I'm like, "Oh, well, it's actually 18 and older. They're like a few years below 18, like they're like literally in high
Okay.
school."
Oh, bad
so,
kids.
So
Good.
I'm like, "All right, that's not like crazy young, but good
but
to know."
it's
That's
also
cool.
you already know them kind of. That's kind
Well,
of weird.
I
that
do,
they
but they're
know.
not like big members.
Okay,
It's like,
okay.
but I know of them. Right.
Okay.
Okay. That's not the part, but I'm just like, "Oh," and she's like, "They're obsessed with you." I'm like, "Well, that's awesome. They support the Giggle Gang. I appreciate that." And then she's like, "Yeah, I also have an older son who really wants to play Fortnite. If I can set that up, by the way, he wants to play Fortnite with you. He's 18." And I'm like, "Okay, maybe." I don't know. Like, I'm trying to focus on our date,
Yeah.
right? So we start talking, and while we're on the subject, she goes, "Oh, that reminds me as well. Guess who's picking me up from the date today?"
Wait, her son who's 42.
No, her ex-husband.
What?
Wait, what?
I go, oh, and she's like, "Oh my God,
is a whole
oh my
family
God."
event.
She's like, "He is actually an ex-cop who got fired and has caused a lot of problems for my other relationships, but he's also,
picking me up from a date?
But
Okay.
he is obsessed with you as well. He's a huge fan of the show."
Oh, the whole family.
So I'm sure with you, Jose, he's not going to cause problems. But with other
Wow.
people, it's been really hard for me to date because, he's And I'm like, oh,
This.
great. And she goes, do you want to meet him when he comes pick me up? And I'm like, no, I'm good on that.
But he's a
Like,
fan.
No, I get it, and I like it.
Oh.
I like to know about my fans, but apparently every fan I have is related to this woman I went on a date
Yeah.
with.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So if
I think it's be cute when you do triple date with her and her ex-husband.
Oh, yeah.
What
I
is
mean,
she-
might as well have the kids there, too. at this point.
yeah, right.
Fair.
You probably already called me dad. I don't even met him before.
Sounds like it's going to be expensive dinner bill for you to pick
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we ever.
You should date all the moms of your Giggle Gang members.
Hey, that's true. Yo,
Yeah.
listen, if you join the stream, I will date you.
Date-
I will date you.
Or
I'll
your
date
mom.
your
Your
parents.
mom.
Yeah, your parents.
Okay.
But you're also supposed to be 18 to join the stream anyway, guys. So
Even
come
better.
on.
Looks like you got
Follow
some
the
dates with some 70-year-old women in the future.
Lucky Jose. Alexis, what's been on your mind?
The other day, I found myself in a tough situation as an older sister.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, sister
My little
stuff.
brother's 14, freshman in high school, had his first night out till 3 a.m., not letting anybody know where he was.
Oh,
You must have
wait
been
a
so
minute.
proud of him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
3
See?
a.m.
So I have my mom on one hand being like, hey, you need to talk to him. That's not okay. Who
No,
does he
it's
think he
not
is?
okay.
Well, but that's not your
then-
job. You're the older
No,
sister.
no. But then the
Yeah,
other
it's true.
hand, exactly. I'm like, I'm happy he has friends to be out with till 3 a.m.
Yeah,
He's
doing
obviously a cool kid.
You know,
social
like,
life right.
If he wasn't out till 3 a.m., I'd be more concerned. You know, if he wasn't home in bed every night at 9.
You don't want to lose her for a little
I'm
bit.
just saying.
So no one in the family knows how to be the parent?
Yeah.
Like you, your mom.
Okay, she
Who's
did go
next?
talk to him. I did decide to
Okay.
sit this one out.
Oh, that's
Oh.
good.
I woke him up when it hit like noon and he wasn't awake yet. I was like, hey, maybe you should like get up. And then he talked to her. But I just sat on the stairs and listened secretly, while it went down. And then in the future, though, I don't know where my stance is going to be. Like,
Okay.
maybe I just offer to give a ride so I know he gets home safe.
Well, I mean, just some
You know.
boundaries. Like, what is
Yeah.
he doing till 3 a.m. and who is he with?
They were at a
Yeah.
lake.
Those are-
So
I have a feeling you're going to be the one buying him alcohol. And then like, what? He was out till 3, Mom? No.
Jose's dating a bunch of moms right now, so maybe one of
Yeah.
his dates will be able to help chime in.
Or if you want me to date Barb for a little bit. to
Oh,
get
yeah.
her-
wow, this is,
Kind of the same age range, I
So
think.
nice of you, Jose.
that's all right. Yeah.
All right, Jeffrey, what's on your mind?
You guys know my parents are on me 24/7 for things I need to do to improve my life so that they're not embarrassed to talk about me to other people.
Yeah, and so far, your checklist is not being completed, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
It's never complete.
Yeah.
Giving them a bad image.
Constantly getting longer. They're always telling me what to do, especially with my new house now. And now I have to add another person to that list.
Who?
My neighbor Stan.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We're calling him
neighbor,
out.
you met your neighbor.
Wait, is Stan the one that told you to put the mailbox in the right place? And you
No,
put it
this is
in
a
the wrong
different
place?
neighbor.
Okay.
Stan is close to 80. But since I live in this rural area, Stan has decided that he has nothing better to do than to check on me and make sure my house is up to his standards.
Yes. What are you doing wrong? What does Stan need you to
no.
fix?
So the other day, he asked for my email. I gave it to him. And
Okay.
that night, I get a 3-page long list of itemized tasks that I need to do to my property immediately.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my God, I've already blocked my parents for doing this. Now do I have to block Stan?
It's like he's the head of an invisible HOA.
No,
Yeah.
you got to be nice to your neighbors, dude. Especially the 80-year-old ones.
Wouldn't even matter if I was nice. He came over the next day, had printed out the 3 pages, and handed them to me, just in case I didn't check my email.
Which you
Smart.
don't, so honestly, smart.
It's
of
true.
him.
So
Yeah, he's right.
Is that how we need to start delivering things to Jeffrey?
paper mail.
Laminate it.
He's telling me how important it is that I put in a permanent above ground generator. Even though it's going to cost more money, it'll pay off in the long run. I need to
Well-
build a bigger tool shed than the one that's already on my
But
property.
you don't have more tools that to put in
No, I
there.
don't have any tools, but one day I'm going to, and I'm going to thank him for making it bigger.
Okay.
So-
Giant shed.
I
I
don't know what
mean,
it is.
after like that windstorm that left you without power for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
he's not probably wrong about the
Maybe if
He's
generator.
prepping you.
If your
Yeah.
mom comes in town, her and Stan might be able to hang out for a
Oh,
long
great.
time.
You guys are all taking my parents and Stan's side. Great. Everybody knows how to live my life better than I do. So text in 78592. What other changes should I make that I'm disappointing
Jeff.
you on?
Be his life coach.
Wow, we're bringing it up.
Yeah. And text in. Tell us what's been on your mind. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.